welcome back to The Late Show. Check your local listings. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest tonight is CBS News chief political analyst and starting Monday, the co-anchor of the all-new CBS Evening News. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Mr. John Dickerson. Nice to see you again.
Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Happy New Year to you. I guess it's still, yeah, why not? Happy New Year.
I think you gotta
I guess
just-
in January, you're still allowed to do that.
Yes, and also just, it's a good thing to say.
It is any time of year.
Yeah.
You know, thanks to Trump, we're saying Happy New Year again.
On Mount
It doesn't
McKinley.
feel that new, is the odd thing. You know, everything old is new again, to misquote that song.
But the speed feels new. I mean, when Trump was first elected, he has admitted that he didn't think he would be elected. He then said shortly thereafter,
2016,
he said he didn't think he would be elected, and he also said, gee, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. And he's not new in that. Almost all presidents have said it was much harder than they thought, because you get this great big job, and you know, I've done this before, but LBJ said the presidency is like the boy who went to the Hoochie Coochie show. He finds out that it's not exactly as advertised. And you get in there and you're much more constrained. But he comes in, and we've seen it with the pace of this presidency already. He comes in with a plan, and without a lot of the people who, you know, in his first term, there were a lot of people who admitted they were trying to hold him back. Mm-hmm. There's nobody holding him back this time.
Okay, so let's just to take one step back. We're 3 days in.
I wanted to go fast to replicate the 3-day-in feeling.
No, I know, you did well done. Okay, but there's already this onslaught of news and executive actions. What of these, the 200 executive actions, are these things that, is there any way of knowing whether these are going to be things that actually happen, or are they merely aspirational? Are they just another form of throwing everything possible across the plate and just not giving anybody anything solid to swing at because you can't figure out what the most important thing is? Is he trying to just swamp us with this?
Yes, but I think there are different categories. There are a lot of different categories. There's the category of kind of bait. There's swamp, which is the total number, which has overwhelmed the system. That's been successful to him. Shock and awe. We should talk about that again later. Yeah. Shock and awe, which is a military term for just overwhelming force at the beginning, which destabilizes even those you don't hit because it's just so overwhelming. I think some of it's bait to get the press to cover for a variety of reasons. Some of it is to just send a message, particularly on immigration, and that message is to anybody who wants to come to America. The idea is the door is closed, double locked, and we've nailed it. I mean, some of it is, even though he knows he might lose in court on some things, like, say, undoing the 14th Amendment and birthright citizenship, it sends a signal. But there is one thing that is not a signal because it's done and over, and that's the pardoning of the January 6th attackers on the Capitol. That's done. We don't have to speculate about the president's view of power. And that view is that on the day that he benefited from the sort of civic ceremony of the peaceful transfer of power, he ended that day by celebrating the people who tried to block the peaceful transfer of power when he lost in 2020. So that we don't have to guess at what the second administration, that's done. That's over.
Okay, so that's what happened. You know, you don't have to guess about the reality of that. That's a real thing. What does it say? Like, what does it say about all presidents want to exercise power? What's different about that exercise of power?
The January 6th pardon?
The pardons, yeah.
Well, what it says is that he went about, that's about as far as you can go, because remember, he's the protector of the system. Oh my God,
you make me want to knock wood when you say that's the farthest Trump can go on anything.
Well, think of a core presidential task. That's to protect the constitutional system, which is, at its core, has this idea of a peaceful, free, and fair election.
And it's in the oath. Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution.
And don't use violent means to overthrow a free and fair election that you lost. That's central to the job. And so to give a pass to all the people who did that, I mean, think about this. There is a plaque that is supposed to go up on the wall at the Capitol. Hasn't gone up yet, passed by law, to honor the 140 or 150 law enforcement officers who were injured that day by those rioters. Can they put the plaque up now? Because the people who did the injuring have all been pardoned.
Well, if it by law is supposed to go up, is Mike Johnson just stopping it from going up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, thanks for stopping by. We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more John Dickerson, everybody. Stick around.